thumbs up or the emoji with the flex, my boy. Personalize every threat, my boy. Toll free. That's direct, my boy.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Kansas City Chiefs. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll start on the ground. ETN. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. This defense for the Chiefs, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And they needed to be because their offense struggled throughout the game. Sometimes as a defense, you're not just shutting down the opposing team's offense, but you have to outplay their defense as well, and that's what they did in their last game.
From the 27, Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. That'll go for a gain of 7. And now 1 yard to go on third down.
And they're using that in the backfield. And sometimes call them in. They're just trying to get in touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there. Hey, exit.
They'll run with ETN. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. It was just third down and short, but he bit off a little extra.
I would say way more than he could chew, but he chewed up all that yardage in a big way. And that, to me, that was a combination of offensive line, stacked defense, and they handled it. Okay, they got the leverage, they got the blocking angles, and opened up a nice crease. And once you get past that first wave, there's room to run.
And that's just the third play from scrimmage. They wanted to avoid that 3 and out. They did. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that... at the 18. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 36. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Now Lawrence on first down. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
On second down, they'll run it here. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
We talked about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. We had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw it off in this direction. They're trying to fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a fourth down.
Flush to his right. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And the Jags are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Now Lawrence to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Jason, he's going to be a very busy game. 2 catches already this opening drive, and they're looking his way for it.
I think they put this defense on notice that that could be a really, really frequent combination. On third and goal, Lawrence. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And they'll begin by running the option. And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7. Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. The Chiefs are 5-3 now on the year. And they come in playing some pretty decent football, 5-3 over their last 8.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. He's got room at the 30. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelce. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Booker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. From the gun, it's Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 44 yards.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game, and they hit that one there for big yardage.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 14. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence again. That's complete to Travis Etienne out of the backfield. And the Jaguars are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Hasty will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Kadarius Toney going to elect to bring this one out. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys that get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now here's Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 31-yard line. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 21 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next week...
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill.
And the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mahomes.
That's complete to Tony.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And 3rd and 8 now. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City.
Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. This is brought in at the 21. That'll go as a punt of 42. On the return, and the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On 2nd and 12, Lawrence completes it to Evan Ingram. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence.
Caught by Jones.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, Lawrence. That one complete downfield to Kirk. It's a big play for the Jaguars. And even 40 yards.
You can feel the effort all the way up here. He tried his best to get there. Didn't quite make it. But down around the 2-3 yard line, gotta love the effort. And especially the big play that gave his offense a great opportunity.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Jermichael Hasty with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw complete there to Smith-Schuster. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have the coach tell us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick six. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
But I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes. And his throw here is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Man open, that's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for fourth down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. The gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Looking to throw is Mahomes.
That'll be caught. It's Toney. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
42 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on first down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Mahomes takes it himself, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Chiefs are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 21.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand-new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this second half.
And, Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Lawrence.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, and it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan of trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Well, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in a game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB.
Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Andre Cisco. And the Jags are going to have it here just past the 25.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. Zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
From the 30 on second down, Lawrence, room here to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first and 10, it's Lawrence. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. On the move past the 40. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Third quarter, all tied up. This is second and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Ridley, 33 yards, as his guys have now moved out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Big loss here as he's taken down. Trayvon Walker in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And that CD, another sack for the young rookie linebacker. Well, getting after the quarterback certainly has not been much of a problem here in his rookie season.
It certainly hasn't, Brandon, and the instincts that have made him a great tackler, I think coupled along with some film study and some great anticipation, that's also made him a great pass rusher as well.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on third down. Mahomes going to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked up by Foyesade Oluwakin. And the Jaguars are going to have it here just past the 25. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10. At their own 26. They'll look to Etienne to start things out. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves.
On first down, right back to Etienne. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert. It will be a 3rd and 4.
A search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Looking to throw, Lawrence.
That's caught on the left side by Kirk.
And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne down at the 25. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Lawrence. And that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley.
That'll make it 3rd down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
On 3rd down, Lawrence.
And Ingram holds it in. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And they'll run with Etienne.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
2 yards on the pickup. Second and 8 at the 25-yard line.
The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. They go play fake. Mahomes. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Trayvon Walker able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 64 yards. And the Chiefs have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a little more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band